Hello, good morning, and we're live. Hi, everybody. I missed you guys yesterday. I had a day. I had a day. Yeah, just some things going on. IRL, right, in real life. I have a I have a sick relative that I need to go visit on Sunday. So I will be maybe a little sporadic the next few days or weekish. But I wanted to come on this morning and say hello and have our morning musings and just some thoughts and share some things. So um, I am going to do Ask an SP with Aaron later, and I wanted to get your input and see if you guys have any questions that you would like me to ask him. And we had started a series, kind of a continuation of what I had been working on with our friend Doug. With I know many of you considered him a friend and really benefited from his work, and I know that I really, really did. And so there were, lots of notes that I had taken down in our talks, and one of the things that I wanted to continue with was um, Scientology's Scientology's, for one thing, the language and how it compares to other cults, including my own, and also just the foundation of how they started and what is this? Is it a fundamental religion? Is it science? And I'd like to dig more into the whole what makes a fundamental religion, belief system, things like that. So I'm not sure if we'll do that. I also like to talk about things that are timely with our friend Liz Boots Gale. We had talked about maybe doing something on parenting. Hopefully, we'll get to that soon. And there was another couple subjects that I had for her, but we decided to talk about. She had just pretty much touched down the day before, or 2 days before, from the protests. So we mostly talked about that. So I like to talk about timely things as well. So yeah, if you have any questions, I titled this "Respect is Earned," and if anyone saw the thumbnail, there's Timothy C. Tallman on the thumbnail, and with Kelly's permission and with Aaron's credit underneath, I used a shot from the video that she did, the compilation video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out on Kelly Copter's channel. It's just beautifully professionally done, and it really could be like entered as evidence. It's that good. So there was a shot where he turned around and he had his shades, and he was just like took them off, put him back on, and was going like this. And I snapped it. And I was like, I've got to put this out. And it has his name and serial number. I don't think it has his rank. I don't really know. He's not a sergeant, so I don't know what he is. But I'm just calling him Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? So yeah, I might feel another short coming on, guys. What do you think? What do you think? So I have been watching as much of the commentary and videos as I can on Aaron's channel, on Second Gens. Um, there was one this morning that I was just about halfway through by my friend Diane Edix, aka Marisa, and she always has such a good spin, not this is good input because she has been watching this whole movement, the ups, the downs for many, many years, and she's not in anything. So I really like to get her perspective, and she reminds me so much of Doug. She has that spirit where she doesn't give a fuck. I'm getting in trouble for my language on YouTube here, so I'll try to be good. So I'll use words like biscuits. That burns my biscuits, guys. Yeah, Timothy C. Tellman burns my biscuits. Speaking of. Kelly Copter and I had like our one of our little work sessions yesterday, and she made a some new merch with "That's Adorable" on it, and she did a couple different designs, and then she switched to I think it's a parody. It's a little bald guy with sunglasses that's singing karaoke and has cash in his hand, and I think it's adorable. And then she has corruption, behind him, just the word corruption many, many, many times. And I think on the flip side of the cup is hashtag demand accountability. Pretty sure. So check that out again on Kelly's channel. She didn't pay me to say this. I don't work for well, I don't work for her. No. We help each other out. Kelly helped me in backstage with Reese the other day. That was so much fun. We got demonetized for that because probably in the first 5 minutes we were talking about body parts and certain jobs. So yeah, but it was fun. It was worth it. So oh, Barbara's flipping something with that spatula. Oh yes, that reminds me. So I have some new merch as well if you want to check it out. Some coffee cups. I'm trying to do an apron with a spatula on it, but I can't quite get the size right. So there's a spatula mug on my channel in the store, and there's a mug that says "Don't burn my biscuits," and Kelly helped me with that. And yeah, so I ordered them right away, the samples, because I really need some new. I got my mama bear mug today, but I really need some new mugs because apparently, I don't know, 35 mugs and 14 spatulas isn't enough for me. Not enough. So say hello to everyone. Nicole, hi Nicole, great to see you. And saw your live with Reese, and you got another subscriber. Yay, you were awesome. I also love coffee and crochet. Yes, me too. Me too. Still trying to find all those dropped spatulas. Yeah, I dropped 14 spatulas the other day, and I was crawling on the floor getting them, and then I had to wash them because one of them bounced under the bed, and with the dust bunnies. So, oh, Nicole has 7. Oh my goodness. Oh, people were up at 2 a.m. Yeah, I messed up the time, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't. I think StreamYard automatically puts a time, and I thought I changed it, and apparently I didn't. Staceberia has 10 plus. What time does this start? I think somebody was asking at 3 in the morning. I'm sorry, guys. Cheerful sprinkler. Yes, I got the time wrong. So sorry. So sorry. Going down, going down. We've got Denise Hunter, Joel McCoy. Hey, everybody. Nancy Stitchin. Stuff happens. Yes, it does, Stephen. Stuff happens. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hey, from North Georgia. Hello, everybody. Peace be the journey. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, sweetie. My favorite morning muser. Hey, Cal. We got Rev Girl. Hey, Rev Girl. Good to see you. Tina McBride. Renee. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry, Renee. Homesick with COVID so I can watch the morning stream. Yeah, I actually took a COVID test the other day. What was it? What is today even, guys? Is it Friday? Yeah. So I took a COVID test Wednesday night, and I don't know, for some reason. Well, and now I think I know for some reason. I My throat was feeling funny, and I was short of breath, and I felt dizzy, and I felt like my sinuses were messed up, and I almost went to the hospital, honestly. And I had just gotten some news about a relative that's very sick in North Carolina. And I'll talk about it later when I get, the hellos done and everything I wanted to say, but about Mr. Big Stuff. But yeah, I think it was just a combination of a lot of stress. And I don't think I've had a panic attack since I've been in the cult, but I might have had a mini panic attack. And my youngest son has had them, and my daughter's pretty good at she works at a hospital. They know a lot more stuff than me. I have to say, they really do. And, they're like, "Mom, I think you're having a panic attack. I don't think you have COVID." And so I took a test, it was negative, and, Haley reminded me that the doctor had when I flew some of you remember I flew to, uh, Chicago in the spring, and, I was, very nervous about it, so the my doctor gave me, like, a couple of, like, Xanax, so I took a half of one, and I felt better, I could breathe, I got some sleep, um, and yeah, said all that to say, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and do what you need to do for yourself and your family and people that are close to you. So, anyways, we got Sophia. Hey, Scientologies. Yeah, I really like when people say that because it really is true, and it really flows off the tongue, doesn't it? Thank you, Don, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't. That'd be amazing. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Big Stuff. I know. He's kind of the face of it right now, but there's plenty of corruption. Plenty of corruption. You made a spelling mistake. Oh no, on your merch. Oh boy. You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you something that this nice older lady told me when I was just starting to crochet. And she said, if you make a mistake and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't like alter the pattern, you just made a little bubble or something, that's your trademark. That makes it personal. That makes it, special that that it's homemade. It's a human touch. It's a human touch. Do another short. Okay. If you don't mind helping me with it, I will. I wish I had like a police I could order one, but it would probably take days. Maybe I'll ask some of my local friends if I can borrow like a police hat or something. Or I'll just come out as yo mom hashtag yo mama bear and maybe we could do something before I leave on Sunday. If not, we can do it later, but that would be awesome, Cal. It'd be so much fun. You didn't catch it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't worry about it at all. Hey, there's Boots. Hey, Liz Gal. Liz Gal Gal. So good to see you. I'm behind. All right, I'm going to start a couple of things and go back to them. So I want to keep saying hi to people. Hey, Bernice. Hello. Did I say hi to Peace Be the Journey? Well, I'll say hi again just in case. Creepy Bee, congratulations. A new grandma in our midst. I'm so happy for you, Creepy. I hope everything's well. Dirty Mouse. Hey, Dirty Mouse. Good to see you. I just laugh every time I see that. Yep. Oh, this is weird when sometimes I put my mouse down and I end up skipping a whole bunch of things and I don't know why. 14 spatulas. Where do you shop, Maryland? Spatula City? Well, I just accumulated them over the years. I don't know, and I don't like to throw them away if they still work. And there's different spatulas, and Duncan and I too. This kind of works for us because we only run the dishwasher. Like we used to run it sometimes twice a day. So now we run the dishwasher like kind of every other day. So I'll rinse them off and put them in the dishwasher, but it takes a while now to fill it up. So if you've got like 4 spatulas in the dishwasher and there's a certain type of spatula, like you like the wide ones for pancakes, skinny ones for fish, there's all different types of spatulas. There's the scraper ones. So yeah, I don't think you can have too many spatulas, honestly. But my sister, both of my younger sisters, my adopted sisters, they have both sold Pampered Chef at one point or another. And actually, I think my older younger sister is still selling it. So she gave me 3 of them for Christmas, and I love them. I love them. Today is January 26th. Did I mess up a date? I probably did. I wanna hear all the tea. What's Peace Be the Journey doing? Oh, you got Liz's book. Awesome. I love that. Bernice, Julie, good to see you. Bernice. Who else we got? Let's go. Marilyn, take care of yourself and please de-stress. Yes. I took yesterday off completely. If I didn't answer anybody, I apologize. I just needed to just breathe and touch base with my family. I have a adopted brother. I had several foster brothers, adopted brother, but his name is Fran. He did change his name later in life, but I still call him Fran. You can't help it. And he got COVID. I think about a week ago, and he has a lot of what do they call that, comorbidities, and he's the one brother that I've had that I really am proud to call a brother. There were some foster brothers that were very hard to deal with, just put it that way. And he always stuck up for me. He always protected me. Um, he always treated me with love and respect. And he's very special to me. So yeah. So I'm gonna go see him on Sunday. Sorry. Yeah. Um, I want to just say thank you, and I hope he's gonna pull through. Um, yeah. So you know, um, if you can send some prayers and whatever you do, good vibes, anything like that, that'd be really appreciated. So yeah. So I'm going to North Carolina with at least one of my sisters, and we're just gonna go um see him. And they said that even when you're on a ventilator, that you can hear people. So my daughter, was very close to him, and, I don't know if she can go because of her job situation and, her kid, her, stepkids and all the dogs and everything. So, I just told her to, record something and I'll play it for him. So yeah, we're all friends, right? I just thought I would share that with you. So I had that going on, and, there's a lot of shiz going on in this space. I did a morning midnight musings the other night. Um, and you know what? When real life happens and you have things that you need to deal with, life happens. That's a lot of that stuff just seems petty. So it's like Um, I'm still want to come out here and talk to you guys. You're my friends. I'm passionate about this movement. I hate cults. I want to keep the word out. I'm want to keep that Mr. Big Stuff's face plastered everywhere. And yeah, so you know, I don't know. Anyone that thinks they're gonna try to handle me, silence me, whatever, um, they can shove it. So that's all I got to say about that. That's how I feel about that, right, Cal? She says that a lot. Oh my goodness, dirty mouse. Geez, I woke up with a panic attack this morning. Been a long time since that happened. Yeah, I didn't even really know what it was. Brought on by pain, I think. So glad you're feeling better. Actually, my youngest son was sending me, he's like, Mom, when this happens, he's like, I can give you some grounding techniques. He's 22 years old. God love him or whatever. Xenu love him. Yeah, and he was telling me different things and to concentrate on your breathing and look around the room and name unrelated things yourself. And it was really helping. He's like, go outside. So yeah. How about keep calm and crochet on? I like that. I like that. I like that. Thank you guys for being here and for listening and supporting each other too. Because we're all going through something. Feral Cheryl, yay! Love to see you here. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. Oh, Hot Mess Express, so glad to see that you're here too. Hi, everybody. Lene, yay, Lene. Yay, Lene. Oh, Lena in love. I like that. Late afternoon From Arctic Norway. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, I always say I like this time of day, and I really do, because we get all the people. Yes. What better way to say I love you than a gift of a spatula? Laura Font, hey, great to see you. Great to see you. Miss Sunrise Dawn, Marilyn, we all need a day or more off sometimes. Yes. And I will be taking time off. I wouldn't even know how to live stream from, North Carolina on my phone. I probably should figure that out someday. And I need a new phone. But that's gonna be, time to spend with family and yeah. So that'll be the first part of this week, Sunday through Tuesday. But I will be back. I'll be back. Mhm. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the love. Yes. Love that. Thank you, Liz. I won't read it out because I don't want to cry again. Thank you so much. Love you. Yeah. Typing prayers and good vibes. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel it. And I know he does somewhere in the universe. It's coming down. And thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. I'll be honest, guys. I sometimes get a little mad because why him, Why? I don't understand it. I don't usually get to catch live. So glad. Oh, Ocean Girl 1. Oh, what Ocean Girl 81. I don't think I've seen you before. Thanks for being here. Cold, drizzly Friday. Yes, it is, isn't it? It is. Yeah, so if anybody has any thoughts or questions for me, and I will pass some things on to Aaron too, because I guess we're gonna do I never know the time, guys. Just when Aaron, he usually gives me a little bit of notice, but yeah. So there was another one I had a starred one. Timmy, let me put it up. Timmy T is as full of himself as it comes. His dad was a big name in Hollywood in the 50s and 60s, but Timmy is what I would call a nobody as an actor, and he thinks he's all that. Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. I don't know. My eyes are leaking. My eyes are leaking for some reason. I just I knew I was gonna be a little emotional today, but I still wanted to see you guys, and I know that you understand. We try to understand each other. How do you handle and shape your balls? All right, I'm gonna try to be a little PG about this. So, um, see how this is like a circle? If you really want to know, I mean, I love to talk about crochet, guys. I really do. I really do. So you just what I call I know I'm rubbing the balls. It's called an increase. And so you do like these rounds, and I have this little thing. Oh, I have one here. This little thing to mark the rounds. And then and try to be PG. See how it's like this. So you make like the increase, and then you just do around the same amount of stitches, and then you close it up. And I don't quite close up the whole the whole back of it because I gotta sew it on Rodney. So there you have it. There you have it. And any crocheters out there know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, Pat O came in just as I was crying. That happens a lot. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just worried about a relative. That means a lot to me. Yeah. I'm sorry, I've had a rough month. I've been a bit distant. I understand. We're here for you. We're here for you. Southern Belle. Hey, great to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Southern Belle. I don't think I've seen your username before. So glad you're here. Kate Eliza is currently learning how to knit. Yes, I'd like to learn someday. Yep. Oh boy. Chipmunk speed, meerkat madness. Yeah. Yeah, sending Have some love. Love you. Love you, Have. Yeah, so, I wanted to talk a little bit about, authority, right? Because we're talking about, Mr. Big Stuff and abuse of authority by the LAPD. And, I mean, it's just that's just one example of someone who just, you know, gets a big head and just abuses their authority and just thinks they're all that, like Joel said, you know, it's just ridiculous. And it's been going on. I mean, he's just one example of LAPD corruption. And I want to say there are some amazing police officers, retired police officers. We have several in our community here. We have John Poe and Lori Plays, and we just adore them. And that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about you know corrupt law enforcement officers that just as Reese would say, dick swingers, right? So, that's just not okay because so many people have been, harmed and wrongly arrested, as we saw last week, and have actually, been unalived, you know? So many times, we've seen it so many times, and not just in LA, you know? So, yeah, I wanted to talk about that, and I always like to bring things down um to present day and ways that we can relate in our own lives, right? And I was brought up in the do as I say, not as I do, because I said so generation. And my parents had a I would say fairly healthy respect for authority, but also a very old school way of looking at things. And I was taught to have an old school authoritarian disciplinary style with my own children. It didn't feel right, guys. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right when it was being done to me, and it didn't feel right when I was being pressured to do it to my kids. And I remember after leaving the call, my youngest son who, always challenged me, love him to pieces, and I tell you, I've learned just as much or more from my own kids as they've learned from me, I think, you know? And I remember him saying to me, I don't know if he was 9 or 10 or something like that, and, he's like, "Mom, I'm glad you don't say 'because I said so' anymore." And I was like, "Oh, I used to say that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad I don't anymore." And he said, "Yeah, because I need to know stuff because I need to know how to think." Or something like, it was like I'm paraphrasing, but he was basically telling me that he needs me to explain things so that he can internalize it and that he can understand why he's doing things. And I don't believe in like Scientology does of like treating kids like adults, but in an age appropriate manner. I think that having a respect for like just because I'm his mom doesn't mean I'm any better. Doesn't mean that we're not equals. We're all, um people, right? I mean, I don't know if I believe in reincarnation, if he was my grandfather or something. That's way above my pay grade, way above. But they're people, right? And um so I was thinking about that. And it's not right to just, wield this authority where I have a badge, therefore you are lowly and scum and you can't ask any questions. And I understand like a certain respect for authority, certain respect for a position. If you have a certain position and like a boss or something, yes, there is a certain amount of respect that goes with that. But if you're, like, acting like a shit person, that's not okay. And honestly, there were so many examples I can think of in my life with, my religious background where there was a lot of hypocrisy in the church. And I'll give you an example. There was a person in the church. He was married. I'm gonna say his name, Sean. His name was Sean. His wife had a baby, and they asked me to babysit for them. And so I was sort of like their babysitter, right? Well, he was always kind of creepy with me. I mean, I my spidey senses were pretty alert because I had been essayed as a really really young child, and I was in the foster home at the time. You know, I was probably about, I don't know, 10-ish, and yeah, so I started babysitting for them, and I realized right away that I had to be careful around this guy. And, his wife went in to have another baby about a year later, and something kinda happened that wasn't right. Nothing major, but it was major to me because it was inappropriate. So I went to my mother and my father, my adopted parents, and told them about it. And my dad immediately got pissed, and he was just like, "I'm gonna," he was really, he believed me. He believed me. And my mother was like, "Well, I think it was your imagination. I don't know." And so she talked us both out of saying anything, talked my dad out of saying anything, and it just went on. Fast forward 10 years later, when I started going to Door of Hope, his wife, who had since had she had another child, she had 3 kids, and Sean was nowhere to be found. Do you know why? He was serving time for hurting SA, um, quite a few of the neighborhood children where they lived. Um, so I don't know if maybe it could have been stopped if my parents had said something in the church or said something to him or reported something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so it was one of these things where this guy was like, "Oh, he's kind of high up in the church. He's well respected." Um Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. So, this whole thing of covering things up and letting people get away with things and not bucking, not asking questions, not reporting things. We see it in Scientology. We see it in so many churches. I just did a talk with my friend Peggy about the fundamental independent Baptist movement. And same thing there, those cover ups, Jehovah's Witnesses, it's all over the place. And that's just some examples of abuse of authority, of people defending and covering up things, and going to bat and defending the wrong people, not the victims, not the victims. So you see the LAPD. I know I'm going to get to the comments again, guys, but um, you see the LAPD protecting Scientology because they're in their pockets, you know? It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. So, I'm gonna go back up. Hey, everybody. Kate Kate Eliza, did I say it right? I hope so. I like that name. It's really pretty. Just going down, see if I missed anybody. Lumi Dawa. The loss of respect for officers is a potential serious problem for everyone. In my opinion, we need to respect law enforcement. Yeah, I totally understand that. I said like to respect the position, respect the badge. And you get the what they call bad apples. The LAPD is an example of you know, I think the corruption runs a lot of it, maybe deeper than just Mr. Big Stuff there, Tim Talman. But yeah, I know you're right. You're right. I'm just giving some examples of from my own life of people that abuse authority. So you're right. There's always a balance, right? There's always a balance. So Sophia, if power isn't kept in check, some people will abuse it. And if institutions don't nip that in the bud, they're complicit. Well, very well said. Very well said. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just going through and sorry if I missed your, and please leave some comments and questions after the video in the comment section. I always read them all. Even if I can't reply to all of them, I always at least acknowledge them with a heart or a like. or a comment. And like I said, I'll be on with Erin later. And um, yeah, I would like some input on some things that you're wondering about too. So Hot Mess Express. My grandpa was chief of police in Birmingham, Alabama. 6'4", very quiet, gentle man, also very fair. Didn't speak a lot, but when he did, people listen. That's how you do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a great, yes, great example. Laura Font, give respect until it's lost. Yeah, I agree with that. I've been stopped a few times, I've never really gotten in trouble for anything. Um, One time I had my lights, off in a parking lot, and I was driving up, and it was so well lit, I forgot to put my lights on, and this a state, police officer stopped me, and he was just so rude, and at one point, I was kind of a little snippy back, and he was just like, "You're gonna regret this," and then we went back to run my license, took extra time, and when he came back, he said, "I'm very," he goes, "Thank you, ma'am, for your time." He didn't apologize, but he was very nice and handed me my license back and said, "Have a great evening." So I was like, "What happened?" I think maybe he read my license and realized that I'm the most boring person in the entire world and decided to be nice. I don't know. So I was nice back, kind of matched the energy. That's kind of what I do. And yeah, when I see the police stop, I'm not automatically like, "What do you?" I'm just like, "Okay, officer, here you go. Here's here's my stuff." But then if they're, mean and abuse their power, then yeah, I get a little not happy with that. So, Gravy B, question, are you and Duncan going to cruise? Yes, we're going on the cruise. We already booked, we paid our deposit, and we have a cabin number, and I'm really excited. And Reese said on our live the other day in public, so I can, talk about it. She said she's going. So I'm really excited. She's planning on booking soon. So Lumi Dawa, the LAPD needs a deep cleaning up of the abusers of authority. What happened on the weekend is disgraceful. Absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Hot Miss Express. I'm not sure I ever heard my grandpa raise his voice. He was so even killed. That's the right personality for the job. Absolutely. Yeah. Being fair. Yeah. Sophia, you don't have to command and demand authority if you actually have it. So if people were too demanding of getting authority, they kind of lost my respect. Very good point. Right. Yeah. I totally agree with that. See if I missed some things. Nancy's ditching. Hey, Nancy. My dad spent 20 years on the police force in my hometown. They are to serve and protect, neither of which I witnessed with the detaining of Aaron. Absolutely. You are right. Mhm. Sophia, you can't expect children to be functioning units, and children need to understand what's going on. Parents need to do that emotional labor. Yeah. 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 And it's hard to have a relationship with your child if you don't show some vulnerability and you don't listen to them and respect the fact that and it's like you're not giving them tools to reason and to think of things, as they are, to learn and internalize, things. So, definitely. I'm gonna put up every single one of your comments, Sophia. You're so wise. I think I had some start. Let me see. Steven says, "I would all of a sudden get like an adrenaline fight or flight reflex, but wouldn't be able to work out why. Anxiety attack, I guess. It would dissipate, but it sucks." Yeah. Takes a while. Yeah, I was getting worried. I didn't know why I couldn't catch my breath, and I hadn't done anything to get out of breath, and Yeah, I think it was just anxiety, like, my throat felt like it was closing. I felt dizzy, and, yeah, my kids knew what it was. So oh, people talking about the cruise. Nice. Dirty Mouse. The LAPD has been corrupt forever. Grew up in LA, and I have many stories. Not sure how to correct that kind of thing. Yeah, but it really needs to be, doesn't it? Yeah. I remember the Rodney King incident with the LA riots, and that was just horrible, horrible situation. Rough girl. I'm seriously considering the cruise. Yes. It's the pre-travel and getting a passport issues for me. I've never gotten a passport. I got to work on that. I better start that now. Everyone's telling me I need to start that now. Dawa. I'm going backwards, guys. Sorry about that. The LAPD needs a deep cleaning of the abusers of authority. Yep. What happened on the weekend is disgraceful. Did I already read that? I read it again. Laura Font lost respect for that dude as soon as he started shaking hands with the crowd instead of doing his job. Yep. I think you're talking about Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, you have a room book? Creepy. Yay. Awesome. I swear my parents never listened to me till after puberty. Yeah, that was the old school way of looking at things, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like you know, I do agree with the comment saying that, I did put respect is earned. I was thinking about things like, trust and loyalty and things like that. But I didn't want to put all of that in the title. So I was thinking, yeah, you do respect a position and a badge and things like that, but you can lose it too by your behavior. And there's certain people that demand respect that really they're not in a position to demand that, and I don't think anybody should demand it. I think it was Sophia that said, you don't need to demand it. If you, if you deserve respect and you have a position that you're not abusing, you'll automatically get it, you know? So, Joel, in the small town I live in, had an out of control cop, no management of him. He ended up unaliving a guy in jail for it now. This is what happens with no leadership. Yeah. Yeah, and something that really bothered me also about this guy when I've watched, a lot of video, and when he was talking to Aaron, I saw that the young rookie cop, he looked like, I mean, I can't read minds, guys, but I just felt bad for him because he's obviously, being trained by someone who has no business training rookies, and he's seeing, a really bad example. So, I just hope that he doesn't follow that kind of example, you know? Yeah. You can't demand respect, but you can command it. Now I get it. Yeah, makes sense. Sophia, I don't have a passport, but I'm in Europe, so my ID usually enough. We barely have border control between the countries. Oh, yeah. I mean, technically, I guess for the cruise, you don't have to have a passport if you're American. I guess I don't know. They said an original birth certificate and an ID, but the thing is, if like Cricket said, if for some reason you got separated from the boat, from people, on the boat, and you had to get, home another way, that could be a problem, not having a passport. So, hey, Carrie Ann. Hey, Carrie Ann. Good to see you. Respect is one thing. It doesn't mean one needs to cower to show respect. Right. That absolutely makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. So, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, huh, guys? Um, and life goes on. I really am just looking forward to Scientology going down, honestly. And one thing I want to do later on today is I want to go to Mike Brown's channel and watch. I've got a whole long list of replays that I want to get to. And he did a video. He videoed his mom talking about elder abuse and her situation. And I watched the first few minutes of it. And one thing that Mike said was when he was watching those videos of people on the streets in LA, he knows that those neighborhoods that they were filming contain so many elderly people that are being mistreated behind those doors, behind those walls, behind those curtains. So it's just heartbreaking and enraging and all the things. So I don't want to stop. I've seen some comments here and there of people saying, well, why are the second gens bothering to go down in February? The movement's dying down. There's nothing there. They just save their money, blah, blah. I, you know, that's not true. That's not true. I don't think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Is the movement dying down? Um, there's some armchair critics that have been in this space for a long time. So, I guess maybe they, have earned some respect, but, um, I don't know. I don't think that anyone needs to be virtue signaling and saying, "My way works." Well, if your way works, how come Scientology is still standing? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that their way doesn't work. I'm just asking that question. So I kind of feel like, you know, William, Good, Streets, uh, is doing his best, and if, old school people wanna try to handle him, good luck. Good luck. That's all I got to say about that. Good luck. So, SBTV fan New York, if movement is going down, more reason to go, right? I think just being there. I think just standing there. You don't have to be screaming and yelling. You don't have to be getting arrested. You don't have to make it. It's just, I tell you, these second gens and third gen boot scale, just their presence there, um, it makes a statement. It makes a statement. Liz Ferris and Nora and all of them and Alicia, they were raised in this. And in Liz and Nora's case, they were behind those walls at CC being abused. They were abused as children and as adults, and they were abused for being gay. They were abused for doing their job, for not doing their job, for just being alive in the Sea Org. And so I think just their presence there speaks volumes, and I absolutely, I absolutely support that. So if anybody thinks they can do it better, you know what? There's no rules. There's no rules. They can go do it their way, and Streets will do it his way, and the second gens will do it their way, and I'm for it all. I'm for it all. I think it's great. So Lena in Love, Marilyn Honig. William Good, aka Streets, is 49 years old. He's been around the block a couple times. Yes, he has. And I watched that video that he did with Aaron yesterday. And my husband, Duncan, you all know Duncan. Duncan was watching it with me and he said, "Wow, this Streets guy, he really knows his stuff." And they were talking about how LA PD came out and basically said that this whole situation with Tim Talman is under investigation. Makes me wonder, like, is this an internal investigation? Probably. And when you have police policing themselves, I don't know about that. But anyways, and Street said something very wise. It made sense that they've done this in the past. When they announce that they're doing an investigation, it's so that they don't have to answer questions and they don't have to speak on it, and they just can shut down and not have to talk about it. I'm wondering though, if before they made this announcement, if they have answered any questions before that. Just wondering. And that's probably something that I'll bring up to AA Ron later on. Yeah. Sophia, I feel like some of those buildings would make nice shelters or low income housing. I agree. I totally agree. Yeah. Denise Hunter, I hope them going there and feeling the power of all of us behind them gives them some closure. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's wonderful, and gives them, a sense of, empowerment too of, of the future and some hope, and, just being able to just keep finding their voices and keep, being themselves, and one thing too is, like, there's safety and power in numbers, so I love that they're all gonna be gathering there together. So as many as can, so oops. Oh, I'll have to read. Sorry, I clicked on that, I'll have to read that one too. Yes, truth about the low-income housing, absolutely. Joe McCoy, as things evolve in all movements, the ones who were early can get to be sorry. I'm having a hard time reading this morning. As things evolve in all movements, the ones who were in early can get too big for their own good. Got it. They think they are the only way, and that's why they fade away. Yeah, you're right, things do change and evolve, and, yeah, if you don't change with the times, I mean, look at Scientology, LRH, it is very fundamental. I don't know if we'd call it a religion, but it's very fundamental, and it's, to the T what LRH said, in the 50s and 60s. So, F says, "Yes, make Scientology pay for them as amends like they like to do." Right. They can make amends for change. I agree with that 100%. Thank you, Dirty Mouse. Yeah, we're all strong together, right? Gonna stay strong. Yeah. No, man, I had my weak moments the last couple days, and I needed to just take a few, take a little break, and we, we all have our times when we need to kind of hang back and let someone else carry the torch, right? And it's just gonna keep moving, just keep swimming, right? Peace be the journey. Those that started the movement should be ecstatic to see it evolve where it is now. The thinking of my way or no way does not move things forward. That I couldn't agree more. Right. Yeah, absolutely. And it's a different day and age, right? With the internet. I mean, LRH definitely didn't anticipate the internet at all. So yeah, and I think having the younger generation, on TikTok, well, that's been that's shaky now, but, having the kids, know about it and just keeping the education out there, keeping the word going and the knowledge. And Aaron, I wanna go back and listen to this again, talking about it being an election year for Congress, um, and asking your representatives, how they feel about Scientology. And I've been on doing it even in my small state. There's no Scientology in my small state, but I have Bernie Sanders is a senator, and I can't remember who we have for. I just know Bernie Sanders. I can't remember. I'm sorry. That's terrible that I don't know. But yeah, we have Bernie Sanders. And I'll write Bernie a letter. And there are cults there, and I'm sure he's aware of this because there are plenty of cults in Vermont, plenty of them. So, oh, folks, I accidentally deleted my channel. If you were just subscriber, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I was subscribed. I haven't seen you in a little while. Sorry about that. Jane Doe, Aaron is painting Lisa McPherson brick. Much love. He is? I didn't know that. I'll have to ask him about that. Nice. Yeah. She's one of the many, um, that, still, I think, needs to have justice, even though she's been gone for how many years now? Was it in 2000? So over 20 years, you know? I think Scientology needs to answer and have their comeuppance, and, that LAPD needs to stop protecting them. That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. see. I thought it was Liz Gale that posted the letter, but now I can't seem to find it. I'm not sure which letter. Yeah. All right. If anyone has any more questions or comments, let me know. Um, I just wanted to touch base with you all and let you know what was going on, get your input, and I will probably see you all later. Um, Lord willing and the crick don't rise, right? So, did I see someone with a handle? Oh, Lewis, I didn't even know you were here. Thank you. Good morning, looking beautiful as ever. Great to see you. Great to see you. I'm just quickly just scanning. Oh, oh my God. Half, I didn't see this earlier. Oh, Marilyn, my daughter just crocheted a butt. So proud of her. Yeah, send me a pic. Send me a pic. Did you send it to me? I don't know. Let me know if you want me to show it. Did she send it to me? No, she didn't. All right. Well, I do want to see it later. That's great. All right, guys, let me know if you have any more things you want to me. Oh, okay. I'll check that letter out. Definitely. Um, is the letter for the representatives? Laura Font. I only know one of my reps, and that only because she hired me for a photo shoot. Oh, and in the sand. I hate politics too. I really do. I do too. Sorry, I'm just reading a couple things, see if I want to pop them up. Lene, when Scientology goes down, what will happen to our favorite creators? Y'all are friends, family now, so are people in the chat. I um I think that yeah, we'll all remain friends. I don't think this is going to be ever completely not um, able to be talked about because I feel like when Scientology goes down, there's a lot of people behind those walls that are going to need support. And that's one cult, right? I talk about many cults, and I would love to see all cults just go away right now, forever. And unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. So I talk about a lot of different types of things. And I think recovery is going to be a big thing to talk about. Oh, my phone. Oh my goodness. I know I was saying goodbye, but oh, I can show. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see that? It's hilarious. It's in a cup. Fuck her up. This is fuck her up. Pucker up, buttercup. I love it. Yeah, this is what we do on the dirty stay up sometime. Oh my goodness. It's a letter to anonymous that Liz Gale did. Oh, okay. All right. I did see a video that she did. I did see that video. So maybe I did hear her read the letter. I so overstimulated with so much, guys. That's probably why I just, you know, uh deploded the other day. So Rev Girl, we can still share our deprogramming and other calls. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think there will be people that need to hear it. It took me, I've been out for almost 17 years now, and I'm still learning a lot. Oh, I bet you are. She's like, Mom, look what I made. I bet you are. Yeah. That's great. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't do not. I'm not as good at rapping as Kelly, as, ZDK is. But yeah, I might feel another short coming on, guys. So, always here to bring the inappropriate humor too. Absolutely. We love we love Hef. She's awesome. All right, guys. I will see you in the chat. So I might see, I want to say might, but yeah, Aaron said we're gonna be on later. So I will see you all and take care. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.